And they're set and ready. And they're racing. And getting the best of the start near the fence is Glorious Days. Don Bosco out well and Packing OK is being aggressively ridden to get right up on the speed. But it's an easy lead for Don Bosco from Packing OK, and Gordon Lord Byron settles on the bridle third. Grand Prix Bros fourth to the rails, then Master of Hounds. Glorious Days settles midfield and he's pinned away on the fence. Sayuma's caught deep. Sadamu Patek over racing. Extension between horses. Two further back to Ambitious Dragon. He's got plenty of galloping room. Packing Whiz second last on the rails, and Pure Champions at the rear as Don Bosco scoots along for Pellier, and he ensures a pretty genuine pace going past the 950. In second, Packing OK. Grand Prix Boss third, and Gordon Lord Byron travels strongly in fourth. Glorious Days the fence from Master of Hounds. The French filly having no luck. Sayuma, she's caught three deep down the side of the course. On the outside of Extension, Sadamu Protect the rails. Now Ambitious Dragon coming into a one-off position. Treble riding for luck on Packing Whiz, staying nailed to the fence. And Pure Champions last as they race to the final turn. Don Bosco in front. Packing OK under pressure. Gordon Lord Byron called upon. Then Grand Prix Boss. Glorious Days is launching his claim. Extension running on. Ambitious Dragon down the outside, and Packing Whiz goes with him as Glorious Days surges to the lead from Gordon Lord Byron. Ambitious Dragon pulling back the margin. He's coming, the Dragon. Glorious Days being tackled by Ambitious Dragon, and the horse of the year, Ambitious Dragon, passed all the vet tests to run, and Ambitious Dragon wins it for Zac Purton. He beats Glorious Days, and Packing OK at big odds third. And they're ready to run. They're off. The Foog from gate 3 jumped about midfield, and the Japanese stallion Asuka Kurichan was the first into stride, and he's rolling over towards the rails with Mount Athos underneath him and Simonon. Nymphia's poking through on the fence as well, so Asuka Kurichan's not pushing too hard, and Nymphia holding the inside from Mount Athos is pulling a bit, and Asuka Kurichan's going back. Liberator's on his outside, so he'll have no option, I guess, but to press forward. Then Simonon the rails, the Foog very well positioned between horses. They're going no gallop early. Back on the inside, and the red cap Seismus, followed by the filly Ibiza. Mossay's caught pretty deep, turning out of the straight on Red Cadeau as Dunedin pushes through one off the fence. So Red Cadeau, the second favourite, is four wide, working to the back, and it looks as though Mossay might be allowing him to drift back a bit from Dominant, and Foyer Blitz is at the rear of the field. 25-9, then 24-2, and Nymphia spears through on the inside now and kicks a couple in front as they work to the back. From Liberator, who strides to a clear second. Mount Athos still keen in third. On the outside of Simonon, and Asuka Kurichan, well, he didn't press on early, and as a result, he's caught three wide on the outside of the favourite, the Foog. Mossay's very deep here on Red Cadeau, unlike last year when he got a charmed run through. Red Cadeau's 3 and 4 wide. Seismos back on the fence, followed by Ibiza. Dunedin is back third last from Foyer Blitz, and the hope for Hong Kong Dominant being patiently ridden by Purton at the tail of the field as they work down the back of the course. And Andres Starkers allowing Nymphia, the filly, to free stride in the lead, out by a length and a half to Dominant, who comes off the fence. Simonon creeps close to the inside of Asuka Kurichan. Then Red Cadeau, he's been set a big task today on the outside of Mount Athos. Ibiza being called upon now, followed by Seismus. Foyer Blitz the outside. The Foog's been shuffled back through the field, and the Foog's got two runners behind her on the turn. Dunedin the rails, and Dominant pulling to the outside as the field starts to bunch now, and Nymphia being pushed. So's Liberator on the outside as the whips are cracking now at the top of the straight. Red Cadeau, he's done it tough, but he goes after the leaders. Simonon goes between them. Dominant's cutting loose on the outside. Boy, he's running a big race for Hong Kong Dominant. He's swept to the front for Zac Purton. 200 metres. Dominant races the length and a half clear. The Foog is trying hard on the outside. Dunedin storming home, but it's Dominant in front for the 100 metres to run. The Foog and Dunedin can't get there, and Dominant. It's been a big year for Zac Purton, and he wins the first of the group features. Dominant from Dunedin and the Foog. And we're ready to run now. Racing in the sprint, and Aero Velocity pinged out. He's going to lead initially, but buffering quickly strides up on the outside. Penophobia is handy together with Lucky Nine, who's jumped away well, so Preville's got him right where he wants him on the leader's back, and Spolato's caught three deep going into the first turn. Gordon Lord Byron settles in sixth, followed by Straight Girl improving. Then Sterling City off the bridle from Soul Power. Deeper out Flagship Shine, Little Gerda. A length off to Smart Volatility from Golden Harvest, and the Sprinter Stakes winner Snow Dragon's back last. It's Aero Velocity being eyeballed by buffering. Once again, Spolato's caught three deep travelling to the turn. Lucky Nine's all boxed up on the fence on the inside of the favourite, Pinaphobia. Further back to Straight Girl, Gordon Lord Byron and Sterling City and Soul Power from further back. Aero Velocity being cuddled. Now Purton starts to get busy from buffering. Pinaphobia being called upon. Straight Girl's running a big race for Japan. Aero Velocity in front from Pinaphobia and Straight Girl. The trio fighting it out. Aero Velocity, he's kicking on the inside. Pinaphobia's got the job to get him. Aero keeps kicking and Zach Purton takes out the sprint on Aero Velocity. Wins it by a neck to Pinaphobia.
For the Longines Hong Kong sprint, gates are open, they're off. Pinaphobia and Aero Velocity both bounce quickly into the bridle, and Super Jockey charges up to join them in third. Also travelling forward, Not Listening to Me. Takedown not far away. Rebel Day in the middle. Strathmore's hunting through nearer the rail. Big Arthur is caught a touch wide on the outside of Lucky Bubbles, and then two further back to Growl and Red Falcons from Amazing Kids second last. Signs of Blessing last of all. Pinaphobia again in the sprint shows the way. 600 metres out. Leads a half a length to Super Jockey second. Rebel Day in third on the outside of Aero Velocity. Strathmore down on the rail. Not Listening to Me, takedown. Then came Big Arthur. Lucky Bubbles, Amazing Kids have got plenty of work to do. They corner in, and Pinaphobia half a length on Super Jockey. Aero Velocity, Rebel Dane, Strathmore, Amazing Kids hunts the rail. Wider out is Big Arthur with Lucky Bubbles. Pinaphobia still has it. Super Jockey, Aero Velocity, the eight-year-old rolls up now to take the lead. Aero Velocity from Pinaphobia. Lucky Bubbles on the scene late. Aero Velocity in front. Lucky Bubbles trying to reach him. Aero Velocity, what a grand eight-year-old he is. He takes his second sprint. Aero Velocity from Lucky Bubbles. For the Longines Hong Kong Mile, Able Friend favourite. Gates are back and they're off and racing. And away like lightning was Beauty Flame. Contentment jumped quickly, as did Sun Jewelry, and Neo Realism is charging forward. Romantic Touch is handy, and Logo Type is punching through nearer the inside, picking up speed. 2.5 lengths further back to Helene Paragon, who's in the middle of the field with Joyful Trinity, Packing Pins and Cougar Mountain in front of him. Beauty Only's got well back to fourth last. Able Friends third last on the outside of Giant Treasure. And Satono Aladdin at the tail end of the field. He's 10 lengths from the pace at the 1,000-metre point. And Beauty Flame is rolling along. He leads by a length to Neo Realism. Logo Type is third. Contentment is fourth. A length and a half further back, Packing Pins inside of Sun Jewelry. Romantic Touch can't get on the track. Another length away then to Cougar Mountain inside of Joyful Trinity. A length and a half to Helene Paragon from Giant Treasure. Beauty Only starts to move. Able Friend tacks onto his back. And Satono Aladdin still last of all. They're approaching the bend. 450 metres to go. And it's Beauty Flame narrowly from Neo Realism. Logo Type, Contentment, Packing Pin, Sun Jewelry. Coming to the outside is Beauty Only along with Able Friend. Morera lights the fuse. It's Beauty Flame from Neo Realism. Contentment, Logo Type trying to get to them. Beauty Only wider out with Able Friend. Beauty Only sweeping up to hit the lead. Able Friend chasing. Still there, Joyful Trinity. Helene Paragon with a late burst. Beauty Only just in front. Joyful Trinity, Helene Paragon. It's Beauty Only's mile. Beauty Only from Helene Paragon. To the roar of the crowd, racing. Perfect start, although Blonde Me got squeezed out shortly after. Neo Realism jumped well, as did Time Warp, and Deauville's punching through. Garlingari wider out, along with Smart Layer as they head out of the stretch from Robin of Navan, who's quite handy to the pace. Then War Decree, Werther's going to settle third and fourth last nearer the rail. From Blonde Me and Poet's Word back to third last. He's caught a touch deep at the moment. Stefanos kicking through nearer the inside, and Secret Weapon is going to drop to last. Time Warp heading towards the 1,400 metres. Finds the lead. He's running along at his own leisure. 2 lengths on Smart Layer second on the outside of Neo Realism. He won't settle. Garlingari's got into a lovely spot. 1 out, 1 back on the outside of Deauville. 2 back to Robin of Navan on the outside of Werther. A length away, War Decree. 3/4 then to Stefanos. Poet's Word is caught 3 deep on the outside of Blonde Me, and Secret Weapon is at the tail end of the field, 8 lengths from the leader. They're at the halfway point, and Time Warp bowling along. Leads by 2 lengths. Smart Layer second on the outside of Neo Realism. Two back, Garlingari's had a lovely run. Likewise, Deauville the rail. Then a length to Robin of Navan as they quicken up down the side. Werther's punching through nearer the inside. 6 off the lead. War Decree, Stefanos. Poet's Word, third last from Secret Weapon. And Blonde Me has it all to do. 600 metres out in the cup. And Time Warp's been left alone. Smart Layer within a half now. Neo Realism awaits the run. Garlingari goes, as does Robin of Navan. Werther gets to the outside. Time Warp. Purton asks him for something now. He sprints sharply. Neo Realism going into second. Werther a wider out. Then Robin of Navan and Smart Layer from the back, Stefanos. But Time Warp kept ticking. Too clear from Werther. Then Neo Realism. Time Warp full of running in the cup. Werther won't get him. And Time Warp, what a brilliant front-running exhibition, wins the cup from Werther and Neo Realism. It's the Vase. Gates are open and they're off and racing, and Prince of Arran a little slow and wayward in the early stages. He's got control of him now, but he's going to head back towards the tail here, Michael Walker, on Prince of Arran. Away quickly was the Japanese mare Crocosmia, as expected. Exultant has pressed forward, so too Riven. Azira not far away, but she's a touch deep. Pakistan Star stepped nicely, and he secured a strong position down on the rail. Trailed by Salomon, who settles 3 deep on the outside of Red Verdon, and Wolgeist is down on the fence. A length then to Latrobe, who's keeping Rostropovich a touch deep as they work out of the stretch and past the Longines timepiece. Then Eagle Way fourth last, followed by Lise Cracheur. 2 back to Mirage Dancer, ridden patiently. And 2 last of all is Prince of Arran as they head to the 1,500 metres. And Crocosmia makes play. Leads by half a length to Exultant second. Riven is third. Azira's got into a lovely position. 1 out, 1 back. Keeping Salomon 3 deep. Pakistan Star down on the rail. They're not breaking any real fast sectionals here. Red Verdon is on the inside of Salomon 3 deep. Wolgeist midfield defence, followed then by Rostropovich, who's about to commence a 3-wide move. Trailed by Latrobe, and then Eagle Way. Lise Cracheur third last, and she's a little bit keen with a real slow tempo. Mirage Dancer is second last, and Prince of Arran is last of all. They've gone to the 900 metres, and Crocosmia's had a soft run in the Vase. Leads by 3/4 to Exultant. Riven stalking third. Azira's had a lovely run. Pakistan Star. Salomon creeping closer as the speed starts to lift, and then Red Verdon, Rostropovich. Wolgeist is locked in on the rail. He's going to need some luck and some room to move. Latrobe next. Then came Lise Cracheur. She's peeling to the outside and starting to wind up as they approach the bend. Mirage Dancer onto her back, and then Eagle Way. A Prince of Arran. Crocosmia cornered in front from Exultant. There's naught between them. Azira, Salomon, Riven. Here comes Lise Cracheur. Pakistan Star. Then Rostropovich further back to Eagle Way. Latrobe. Followed then by Prince of Arran. Lise Cracheur raced up to Exultant. It's Exultant and Lise Cracheur. Clear from Azira. Then Pakistan Star and Eagle Way. Exultant and Lise Cracheur, a real cliffhanger in the Vase. Exultant fights back and wins for Hong Kong. Exultant from Lise Cracheur. Now he is racing. Beauty Only stood there. Beauty Generation stepped away fast. Nothing I Like More began best and leads Beauty Generation. They're both deep on the course. Southern Legend burrowing through underneath with Singapore Sling 50-50. Inns of Court and the Australian Galloper coming through is charging forward. It is a scramble for the lead with Coming Through and 50-50 holding out Beauty Generation. Posted 3 deep at the moment, but Purton is not panicking. Now he's pressing the issue. Settling fourth, Inns of Court, Southern Legend, Singapore Sling next. Nothing I Like More's caught deep from What Else But You. Vivlos is midfield from Beat the Bank. A length and a half to Persian Knight. One master, Mozu Ascot. Beauty Only has settled to the rear. They've gone down the side inside the 800, and Beauty Generation eventually worked over and takes the lead, the favourite in the mile. Strides a length and a half clear. Coming through 50-50 Southern Legend, Nothing I Like More. Then Inns of Court, Singapore Sling, Vivlos, Persian Knight peeling to the outside. Beat the Bank, What Else But You. Mozu Ascot, One Master with plenty to do, and Beauty Only's last of all. Beauty Generation turns up the power now. A length and a half clear, 50-50 coming through. Nothing I Like More, Southern Legend, Persian Knight and Vivlos are starting to emerge out of the pack, but Beauty Generation at the 150. This is 100% pure for Group 1 power. Beauty Generation 5 in front. Viv Lawson, Southern Legend. He is invincible, Beauty Generation. What a champion he's going to be. What a champion he already is.
Down in front of the stands. They're racing. And Scaletti was slow. Might have got a bit of a squeeze up just after the start, so he'll settle last, and Denon Premium and Time Warp. They went past the winning post in spots 1 and 2 from Furore, dropping into a perfect spot third the rail. Winbright fourth in front of Normcore from Magical against the fence. Dances with Dragon second last, and Scaletti is last. His favourite role. Time Warp takes them out towards the mile, and he strides away. He's out by 3 lengths on Denon Premium, and Furore third the rail. Winbright at his farewell starts 2 lengths away fourth, and Magical looking for Group 1 win number 8. She's fifth on the fence. The speed goes out of the race now. Normcore is next from Scaletti. He's against the fence, and last of all is Dances with Dragon. It's Time Warp the leader. He's a length on Denon Premium, who has the mouth wide open to his outside. Furore's in a perfect spot. Winbright likely fourth. A length away next is Magical, and then came Normcore, followed by Scaletti, and Dances with Dragon as last. Halfway in the Longines Hong Kong Cup, and Time Warp left alone to control the race. He's a length and a half. Denon Premium still with the mouth open. Furore's a length away third. Winbright camped off the speed fourth. 2 lengths to Magical, then came Normcore. They've upped the speed. 2 lengths Scaletti, and Dances with Dragon as last. It's Time Warp in front, 6:50 to go. Denon Premium's half a length away. The fellow Japanese Winbright third from Furore. Magical fifth from Normcore. Dances with Dragon and Scaletti. Denon Premium went past Time Warp. Furore's out now from Winbright. Normcore next from Magical behind them. Denon Premium, 2:50 to go in the Cup. He's a length on Winbright. Furore. Normcore's out wider. Magical still makes ground. Denon Premium, Winbright, Normcore outside the 3. Normcore's run to the front for Zach Purton over Winbright and Magical, and Normcore won the Cup. Normcore from either Winbright or Magical. They're ready. Racing. He jumped midfield, did Golden 60. Denon Scorpion and Schnellmeister go out the back. Waikuku heads forward, as does California Spangle, and Golden 60's racing handy. He's not going to let California Spangle get too far in front of him. Laws of Indices for Australia is fourth, and Beauty Joy fifth. Then Schnellmeister from More Than This, Denon Scorpion. An Excellent Proposal is last. Pace is slow, 11:50 to go, and it's California Spangle and Zach Purton out by a length and a half over Laws of Indices for Australia. Waikuku running third, and Golden 60, 2 back fourth. He's covered by Beauty Joy. Schnellmeister next. More Than This is under a ride to wake him up, but that's just him. Denon Scorpion second last. An Excellent Proposal is last, only 7 lengths off the lead as Beauty Joy runs to the top, and joined and passed the stablemate California Spangle. Laws of Indices third, a length and a half. Waikuku. Golden 60 is next. He's now 5 off the lead. They put 4 on More Than This. Schnellmeister, Denon Scorpion. Beauty Joy leads. California Spangle to the outside from Laws of Indices. Then came Golden 60. He's got 4 lengths to make up. Beauty Joy and California Spangle. It's the cruise pair. 2 lengths Laws of Indices. Golden 60. He's going to have to be every bit the champion he is. He's starting to run on now, but California Spangle has 2 lengths on him. Golden 60, he's trying his harder. California Spangle, a length on Golden 60. California Spangle, the chess master, that is Purton. Tactically brilliant. California Spangle beat Golden 60. Laws of Indices, huge for Australia third. Then Beauty Joy. Next in is More Than This, Denon Scorpion. Waikuku, Excellent Proposal. And last in is Schnellmeister.